Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois, for our main event of the evening. 15 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
Good block by Joe Frazier.
Use your feet.
Excellent counterpunch by Real Deal. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Good block by Real Deal. Oh! Evander Holyfield's been stunned. Joe Frazier's an inside fighter, and he needs just a little bit of space to get those punches off, so a little shove to get his man away. Halfway through this round here. Joe Frazier blocks that punch.
Many great athletes are associated with a specific city. You think Babe Ruth, you think the Bronx. You think Joe Frazier, you think a Philly fight.
You think about wars, you think about pain. You think about a fighter that brings it every second. You think about Joe Frazier.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Seconds remaining in this round. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Kickboxing smart. In and out, side to side. You understand? Let's get on that swelling. Get the compress on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dameers to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
shot, returning fire. Well done by Joe Frazier. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Well-placed counterpunch by Frazier.
Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Avatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure. And then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Joe Frazier. Holyfield's really disappointing us with his lack of work to the body.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good exchange there. And a smart counterpunch by Real Deal. Not able to land the headshot. Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Well, we know Frazier took the Olympic gold, but let's go back further than that. Growing up in 1940s and 1950s, Beaufort, South Carolina, to poor sharecroppers. That defines you.
Yeah, that stays with you. And that is something that reminds you at the right time why you're in that ring.
Strickland, don't stand in front of him. Nice, nice, good work. I want to see you double up that jab. Okay? I want to see you double up that jab. Not one, but two.
And round number 3 is underway. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Evander Holyfield. And a big right hand by Frazier. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good-looking counterpunch. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. He just missed that shot up top. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut.
Joe Frazier in action here. Of course, the most notable action of his career came on March 8th of 1971, the fight of the century, and he won the fight of the century.
Yes, he did, and of course, with winning that fight, he also earmarked his place in history.
So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Turn defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
10 seconds to go in this third round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Here we go with the fourth round. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And a good counter by Frazier. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, boy, look at this. Right from the get-go, they go after one another.
They remind me of my 15-year-old son going to the dinner table.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counter punch landing by Real Deal. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Fine work right there by Frazier. Blocks that punch. To go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
That was not well targeted by Frazier. Good block there by Frazier. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Straight away, you catch him. You got that? It's going to happen. You're going to catch him. You're going to catch him. Jab. Jab and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head. Then finish to the body.
Round number 5 has arrived. Joe Frazier blocks that punch. Holyfield's eye is now cut. That could be a real detriment. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Frazier. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Nothing there on the punch by Frazier. Able to dismiss that body shot. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Gets rid of that body shot. Oh, and Joe Frazier's knifed down with a hook to the body. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes. I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his mistakes. Get on that. Get on that.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Joe Frazier's the first knockdown victim of the night in this fight.
One, two, three, four, five.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Joe Frazier is hurt, and he's going to clinch.
All right,
Usually Frazier's doing the hurting, so this is new territory for Joe Frazier.
Punch it out. Punch it out.
Joe Frazier still shaking after feeling that uppercut. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Really wanted that upper. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And Joe Frazier's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned.
Hey,
So
no
far
holding,
tonight,
no
he was
holding.
being completely outworked, but now we see him being more the aggressor.
Well, it was starting to get a little late. He understood he needed to change things a little.
You can see the work on the inside from Smoking Joe Frazier. He's just keeping busy, letting those punches go. Holyfield's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracked.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
Teddy, it just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
All right, listen. You need to create more punches, okay? Slip this punch and throw a straight right down the middle. Jab your way, okay? Whatever you do, throw that jab.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he could kill a little of the clock, survive.
Good block by Joe Frazier.
Move your head.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Joe Frazier's going about this in a completely different way. He was knocked down, and now he's abandoned everything that he trained up to this point to do. He just threw the game plan away, Teddy.
Yeah, now there's good and bad to that. The good is maybe he had to make a change because he didn't feel what he was doing was working, obviously, or that it could work throughout the duration of the fight. But the bad to it is also that he's doing something he's unfamiliar with now. And his opponent knows that too. His opponent, I think, is going to get more aggressive.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
We have 60 seconds to go in this round. Joe Frazier's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan.
But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution.
Oh! And Joe Frazier stunned, and he is hurt. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Punch it out, guys.
Evander Holyfield's doing a good job of targeting on the inside.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just...
So the second half of this fight has now arrived. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. There it is! And Joe Frazier's been stunned.
Come on now, guys. Keep busy. Come on.
Joe Frazier's making some costly mistakes here. Number one among them is he's not moving his head at all.
No, he's a stationary target right now. And now the only thing that he's lucky about is only one's coming at a time. But in a little while, his opponent, you know it, his opponent's going to start putting them together. Then he might not be here anymore.
No doubt about it, he's hurt. He could go down, but he's doing the right thing here, just getting the heck away.
He's staying away right now, but what he's going to have to do now is deal with his opponent when he starts coming close. He's going to have to find a way for offense. Keep him honest a little.
The ref is stopping the fight. The swelling just much too much. That's it. TKO, technical knockout. Evander Holyfield, your winner by TKO, Teddy.
He did a great job. From the beginning to the end, there was never a doubt.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.